but she ain't no Southern belle. She's a bourbon-drinking broad made hard by her battles and wars, diseases, and other floods. But at night, her street lights are a twinkle in her eyes, and from the high-rise on those nights when the clouds have deserted the rainmaker, you can find life in them sockets that sparkle like the Big Dipper. But when the levees broke, our hope got soaked, and so did the twinkle in her eyes. And it was wondered if this might lead to our demise, to the belly of its creator. The remaining darkness wrapped its arms around the mangled body of the city, hiding her gaping wounds from a nervous moon who wondered what happened to the music and wanted to know how come lately the rain smelled like tears. The sad smell of fearful children and waterlogged dreams made the moon blue. The rancid smell of neglect and raw sewage made the moon reflect badly on the water in the United States government, pinching themselves and blowing in mirrors, looking for confirmation of life, while trying not to lose hope, like Mr. Joe, who was a consummate optimist because he had hope all of his life. And when he was first given the news about his flooded home, he woke up every day to a cup of coffee in the hope that things were not as bad as they said. And when he saw his home for the first time with his own eyes, he momentarily had the hope that he would have the strength to repair his home and to repair his life. And this time, he embraced hope firmly in his hands because he was a carpenter. But he turned his head long enough to wipe his eyes and blow his nose, only to turn back and find that his hope had flatlined in his hands, a double Katrina whammy. Too much pressure on a 70-year-old heart, so days later, he went the way of his hope. And his friends wondered what hurt most. Was it the destruction of his home or the death of his hope? Talking heads serving a 24-hour news slot referred to us as refugees, just before a U.S. congressman suggested that the old girl be bulldozed, forcing us to collectively fish our birth certificates out of the toxic soup to find that trace that talk about places of origin, to see if we really did live in a city that really was in a state, that really was in the United States of America, looking for confirmation of citizenship. The replay was called a requiem in 4 acts, so we found our reflection in the muck and whispered in its ear, "Can you tell us if we're still alive, please?" Unable to come up with the right words, our reflection didn't answer back, and we were unnerved by the silence, because the eulogizers were beginning to eulogize. And then we saw your tambourine shake, and we heard your drum beat. And when we felt the hot air streaming from the fat end of the brass, we knew that it was the breath of the city. And it was the confirmation that we were looking for. So we shouted out to the grave digger, "Hold on to your dirt, partner, cause we ain't dead yet." Y'all down here gutting houses. So you're right. Let's everybody give him a round of applause. Yeah. And so after y'all finish gutting the houses and you go back home, I want y'all to let them know that we're alive and well, right? We got a long way to go, but we ain't going nowhere. We gonna be back. Don't bury us yet, right? Don't bury us yet. Well, this is what I want y'all to understand, that in New Orleans, they got a lot of different genres of music, right? Like, we got like the Mardi Gras Indian culture. We got associated pleasure clubs that do a lot of second lines. We got jazz, y'all know about jazz. We got like some hardcore funk. So, I know y'all been looking at my man Aubrey Holmes right here. This is a Mardi Gras Indian wild man, Aubrey Holmes. And so this first song we're gonna do is really like a Mardi Gras Indian prayer, right? It's called Indian Red. We're gonna do that first. Let's go, Ivory. Mare, tu me in your